Delith. I'm a community mental health nurse working up in the Valley areas for the NHS, and I'm a hearing aid wearer.
Hello, my name is Joan. I wear a hearing aid and I am a volunteer for the RNID.
Hi, my name is Michael and I've been a hearing aid wearer for 20 years now, so I have a lot of experience with them and how to look after them and manage them, and also have a lot of experience in using the companion apps that are now paired with the modern NHS hearing aids. And I also am a volunteer for the RNID Near You drop-in centres that are coming up across South Wales at the moment.
Deaf awareness means to me having the ability to be included, having my colleagues making an effort to adapt themselves to my abilities to hear them within our really chaotic, noisy office.
For me, deaf awareness is really about how other people experience the world. It's easy to take hearing for granted, but for many people, it's not that simple.
So deaf awareness to me means being aware that we do struggle with our hearing and you will need to adjust the way that you communicate with us in order to relay the information to us in a way that we understand and effectively. And also being aware that even though we wear hearing aids, they do not restore the range of hearing back to how it would be naturally, because that is a big misconception with people, that thinking that when we wear hearing aids, our hearing is back to normal and they assume that we don't have any issues.
Good communication for me means having the equipment such as my phone, which actually goes from my phone to my hearing aids, making life easy, and then having people looking straight at me when they're talking.
What helps me with good communication is someone who takes their time and a long moment to connect properly, facing me, speaking clearly and not rushing.
So to me, good communication means, first of all, get my attention first, either by waving at me, or if you are actually behind me, then tap me on my shoulder. That is so to ensure that you get my full attention when I'm ready to listen to you. And enunciating your words, to me, is very important, because words like water, you expect to hear those words, but when you start saying water, then obviously the words get blurred then. And talking at a nice, steady, natural pace.
What hinders good communication for me are people mumbling, low tones of voice, then people in a crowd talking over each other, and then the strangest one is if I'm talking to someone and they've got a light behind them, I can't see their face, so I can't lip read.
What hinders good communication for me is when there is a lot of background noise and people talk with their hands over their mouths and they are talking very, very quickly as well.
So what hinders good communication to me is not getting my attention first, where you start talking straight away, because by doing that, I'm missing probably the first couple of sentences what you're saying already. The biggest one for me is if I'm focusing on doing something in front of me, either on a computer or a task like this, and then somebody just walks in the room and then suddenly starts talking, it'll startle me, it'll make me jump. Shouting, don't do that either, because that comes across as aggressive anyway to a normal hearing person. But what people don't realise with hearing aids is because they amplify sound already, and for those that are profoundly deaf, the volume is up really high anyway. So when you shout, everything just distorts. So it's actually not any clearer than if you were to talk at a normal steady pace. And talking too fast, that's another one. because when you talk too fast, the hearing can't process it. And equally, when you're talking too quiet, when you're not projecting your voice, we're not able to hear that, because with the hearing aids, the range of hearing is a lot more limited. So with quiet sounds, that suffers the most. And talking unnaturally slow, that's a big bugbear for me, because some people think when you're hard of hearing, they treat us as we're stupid, and they start talking like this, "Are you okay?" But that's not a natural pace, and it makes us feel a bit what's the word? A bit stupid.
I think as a member of staff, I'd like other members of staff to maybe spend an hour with earplugs in and try and sit through a meeting and see how difficult that can be.
I would love to see for action taken for communication that don't really rely on phone calls, like texts or emails, as that can make such a difference.
There's a number of things that could be done, but the first thing I would do is to focus on improving the waiting areas, and that would be to install a vibrating buzzing system. So when the patient checks in, you give them like a little pad, either with a number on it, and then they can sit there, wait patiently, and when it's their turn, it buzzes. Alternatively, make sure you have working screens that come up with your names when you're ready to go in. Because if you didn't have either of those, then for me, there's a lot of anxiety in thinking, have I missed my turn? Because we can't hear well anyway, and sometimes when the nurses do come out of the room, they speak so quietly.
Hello, I'm Kath Booth. I'm the Wales Executive for Action Deafness Cymru. If you need any information, advice, guidance, interpreter services, bookings, please let us know. We work really closely with audiology teams here and across Wales, so if you need any information, please just let us know. Thank you.